Hey there, y'all. This is Lauren from Mama's Learning Corner. I'm so thrilled to be back with y'all this week. I was at the beach last week and also attended a family reunion, helped host a family reunion. So I had to take a week off from vlogging, but I'm so happy to be back. I love YouTube, and I enjoy kind of doing blog posts in a different way, videoing them instead of typing them out. So happy to be back with y'all. This week, I wanted to answer a reader question. So I got this email from a new mom, or rather a new homeschooling mom, who was just asking me how I take care of myself as a homeschool mom. We all know, as a mother, whether you homeschool or not, it is so easy each day to kind of lose yourself, forget to eat meals, don't always get a shower. Like, that's a running joke among homeschool mothers, or mothers in general, especially young mothers. They hadn't had a shower in a couple of days, or they hadn't brushed their teeth today, or whatever the scenario is. So this new homeschool mom emailed me and asked me, what does that look like for me? As y'all know, we're in our I believe it's our sixth year of homeschool. I have 4 children, a 10-year-old boy, and then 3 girls, 8, 6, and almost 5. So I feel like I kind of am starting to get a handle on this homeschool life. I think that you can't really get a good handle on it until you've probably done it 3 or 4 years and learn to trust yourself a little bit. And I'm finally at that stage, and it feels good. So to answer this mom's question, what does it look like for a homeschool mom to take care of herself? And I'll tell you 4 things that I do each and every day that help me take care of me. I will tell you that I am an introverted person, so I definitely do not recharge with other people. In fact, like, as an introvert, that just kind of makes me cringe. So when I'm with my children all day long, I need to recharge in some way. And I have found that I do better if I can just find little snippets of time throughout the day. If I can just be alone for 5 or 10 minutes, if I go sit out on my front porch, that kind of thing. And it's not that that I don't like having my children home with me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I am introverted by nature, and so all the noise and chaos, tends to get to me at times. But here are 4 things that I do every single day to take care of myself. And these things can work for you whether you're introverted or extroverted, or, whatever your personality type is. The first thing I do is I always take a shower and wash my hair. Like, I'm not a person, my brain is not turned on until my head is wet. I don't know what that is. I've been that way for as long as I can remember, even as a teenager. I just didn't wake up well until water hits my head. So I have to make sure that I have a shower and wash my hair first thing in the morning. Even if I wake up late, I make sure I do that really quickly. If the kids are starving, I go ahead and fix them breakfast quickly and then go take a shower. My kids are old enough that they can sit and eat breakfast while I'm in the shower quickly, 10, 15 minutes to get my hair done, my teeth brushed, those things that make you feel normal of the morning. I realize that's not, some mothers take their showers at night, or, whatever fits your family schedule. But for me to get my brain awake, I have to have a shower first thing in the morning. So I make sure that's done. The second thing I do to make sure that I feel like a normal person, during the day, I make sure I have my quiet time. I have another video that you can go and search on YouTube, and it's what Bible time looks like in our homeschool. And I briefly talk about what my own personal quiet time looks like in the morning. I need to do a whole video on that. But until I can get that filmed, then you can go look at the video that's entitled what Bible time looks like in our homeschool. And you can catch a little glimpse of what my quiet time looks like in the morning. But I make sure that is done. If for some crazy reason I don't get to my Bible time in the morning, I always make sure I have that in the afternoon. But that is just a way for me to have alone time, but more importantly, have alone time with the Lord, which I need every single day. This may sound strange, but I make sure, another way that I take good care of myself is I make sure I eat 3 meals a day. I hear mothers say, well, I didn't eat lunch today, or I forgot to eat breakfast, or, fill in the blank about food. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I'm not a person that misses a meal. So I don't know. I do know this. I know that when I go for a long time and I don't eat, I am so cranky. My blood sugar's low. I'm grumpy. I'm irritable to my kids, and I can hardly even stand myself. So to save all of us from that heartache, I make sure that I eat. I don't know if you've seen on my blog, or on Facebook, but my husband and I eat the Trim Healthy Mama way. And that encourages you to eat every 3 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours, and with snacks in between. And I definitely do that. I don't like who I am when my blood sugar's low. So I make sure I also take care of myself in that way. The last way that I take care of myself as a homeschool mom is to make sure that we have a quiet time here at our house in the afternoon. Several weeks ago, months ago now actually, I asked my email subscribers what they did to find time alone for themselves. You just need time to regroup as a homeschool mom. You're with people all day long. And overwhelmingly, the thing that they said was they implemented a quiet time in their house. Now, several of those mothers still had small children that napped. Sadly, I do not. But that was one thing that I dropped this year, was that afternoon quiet time. My older children are in 5th grade and 3rd grade, and I felt like I wasn't giving them enough of my undivided teacher attention during our school day. So I had bumped a lot of their things to the afternoon that required one-on-one attention. And that was a mistake, because it just really messed up the rhythm of our day. My children need that quiet time alone in their rooms, and I need that quiet time alone in their rooms. And I cannot even tell you how the dynamic of our homeschool has changed now that I put that back into place. My children weren't doing school all day, but I was doing school all day. So that just was not working for us. So I'm so grateful to all of those email subscribers that took the time to reply to that newsletter and tell me. It was kind of like a kick in the pants to put that back into our day. They could not have been more right. So if you're one of those people that emailed me and encouraged me to put that back into our day, I appreciate that so very much. And of course, there's a million other ways that mothers especially, regroup during the day. My 4 ways may not be your 4 ways, but I would encourage you to think about and ponder those things that help you rejuvenate, those things that help you recharge. So think about what those things are, write them down on a piece of paper, and then do them. If you're a young mother, you might be in a season of life where it seems impossible to get a shower in the morning when you have young children. But I'll tell you what I did, and I did this for years, even when I had newborns. I had a bouncer, and I would put it in the bathroom with me, and even if they were crying, I still had that 2 or 3 minute shower, because I knew that I would be a much better mother during the day if I could just get this one shower in, get my teeth brushed. I knew that I would be a much better mother. I would be more gentle. I would be more encouraging, and I would be more patient throughout the day if I could just get this one basic need of mine taken care of. And I'm not talking about a 20-minute shower. I'm talking 3 or 4 minutes, and then you can attend to your little one's needs. If you are a young mom, it does present more of a challenge in trying to figure out how to rejuvenate and recharge, especially if you have little children with no big ones to help you. It's a more difficult season of life in terms of your children being physically needy. Oh, but it's so rewarding. I loved when all my children were really little. It was a good time for me. It was challenging, but I really enjoyed all my children being little. But in terms of trying to recharge, definitely more of a challenge trying to fit that time in. And then once my children have gotten older, it's a challenge in a different way, since they need you, in different ways. But regardless of where you are in your mothering life, I encourage you to find 3 or 4 ways that you can regroup, recharge during the day, and then implement them. You know, write them on your to-do list. You know, I've told you in past videos that I keep a spiral notebook and write a real quick brain dump on it most every morning of the things I have to get done, the things I want to accomplish, a Bible verse that the Lord brought to my mind, what we're going to eat for that day in terms of meals. But then figure out what those things are that recharge you and write those on your list and then do them, because you'll be more available to your children, and I think it just promotes a more peaceful atmosphere in the home when the mama has her own needs met. So don't feel guilty in doing those things. Make them priorities for you. I'm not always really good about it, but for those 4 things that I listed for myself, which was a shower, Bible time, I make sure I eat 3 meals a day regularly, and we have that afternoon quiet time. Those 4 things for me really recharge me, and they don't take a whole ton of time. So figure out what those things are for you, and then write those in the comments. Share those in the comments here on this video, because it might help spark ideas for other mothers who feel, stuck. It's always nice to see how other homeschool moms do things, how they run their homes, what their ideas are, because then that sparks ideas for yourself, and you think, would this work for me? Probably not, but this idea over here, now that one might work for me. So please share your ideas in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And if you have questions that you'd like for me to answer, whether it's about how our day runs or curriculum, or any just general homeschool or mothering question, I'd love for you to email me. It's mama@mamaslearningcorner.com. The mama is M-A-M-A. Or you can visit me at www.mamaslearningcorner.com. 450 worksheets and printables for young children in the preschool to 2nd or 3rd grade years. Lots of homeschool encouragement. I talk a lot about the books that we're reading and, things that we're using in our own homeschool. So I'd love for you to stop by and visit me. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them. All right, I'll see you next week.